everybody, Noreen here from Organized and Creative Mom, and welcome back to Play and Create. This is the third video in our Play and Create series, and today we are going to be playing with the 3-in-1 Scallop Punch from Creative Memories, and we're going to be creating a fun little accordion tag book. Okay, let me just show you the book itself here. I've got it held together with a couple of little bulldog clips, but you could make a belly band for it, or use a nice big fat paper clip. But really it's just a fun little accordion style album that has pockets on the front for a bunch of tags, room for lots of little 2x3 sprocket or ivy photos. And then on the back side, you've got more space. So we're going to make this with just one piece of cardstock and some paper. So let me show you what we're going to need here. I'm using one piece of this. This was light brown. This was a cardstock color from a cardstock buffet. And then we're going to need 4 little pieces, and they could be any color you want. 4 little pieces measuring 2.5 by 6 inches long. And those are going to be for our tags. Then you're going to need some assorted papers that I'm using. I love this terrazzo sort of patterned paper from the Spring Medley collection. And then this blue is actually just the flip side of that terrazzo. So you're going to need maybe 1 sheet of designer paper, or this is a great project to use up your scraps. Some embellishments. These are some of the embellishments from the paper pocket embellishment pack from the Spring Medley. And then I've also got some stickers on here. So really you can use any kind of embellishments that you want. And you can mat your little 2x3 photos. I'm really just showing you where those would go. Now, funnily enough, I've just ordered a Sprocket photo printer because I want my boys to be able to take little pictures and document this whole COVID-19 pandemic. They can take pictures of themselves, what they're doing, that kind of thing. I was thinking that would be great for their journaling. So I sort of was thinking that this might be a fun little project for kids. Again, there's going to be lots of room on the tags. Of course, you'd have room on both sides of the tags here. You could do things like, top 10, or document, the days, that kind of thing. So you can really make this for whatever sort of theme or occasion that you want. And then the tools that we're going to need, of course, the 3-in-1 Scallop Punch for our tags, our trimmer with the scoring blade. You're going to need some scissors. You're going to need some adhesive, and I'm going to talk about using kind of tape runner for sure, but also you could substitute more of a paper crafting type of adhesive. You're going to need your multi-purpose tool. You're going to need something to write with, and I use the new template, everyday journaling template as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually make our little mini album here. We're going to switch out the scoring blade, regular blade for the scoring blade, and we're going to score our paper at 3, 6, and 9 inches all the way down. So there's 3, 6, and 9. And then we're going to take it out, give it a turn, and then we're going to score this at 5.5. So now we just want to make sure that we are creasing all of our folds well. Okay, and now we're going to actually kind of fold it in the manner of the accordion style album. So what we want to do is this bottom piece is going to come up. You can see that it doesn't quite go to the top. And then we're going to accordion fold our little pockets back and forth. And even though right now it probably feels like, you know, it's popping out, using your multi-purpose tool and really giving it some good scores along the creases, that will really help to keep everything down. Okay? Now the other thing that you can do here, and I didn't mention to have your corner rounder out, but you can see in my little album here, I did round my corners. Okay, so you could round your outside corners, and then you can also round the insides by just folding them over and rounding the corners that way. Okay, so that's up to you. And then the other thing I did, as you can see on the front, just to make it a little bit more interesting, is I did fold the corner flap down. In terms of adhering this, all we need to do is adhere it along the two edges and along each of the creases. And as I mentioned, you can use your tape runner, but I have to say that I always feel like my tape runner is precious and I want to use it for my scrapbook layouts because it's archival and photo safe. So when I'm doing something like this, it's more of a craft project, I might use something like this, which is like a two-way craft tape, and I would just go down. So I'm going to do it on the short side so that I don't make it too long. So I would just go down each of the seams. When it comes to the edges, you want to make sure that you get the adhesive very close to the edge because we want to leave enough space for our tag. So make sure that when you are adhering the edges, the outside edges, that you are doing it very close. You're putting the adhesive very close to the edge. Okay, so now all I do is lift that up and push it down to make sure that it's nice and adhered. Okay, now in terms of the tags themselves, all you're going to do with your 2.5-inch piece, again, you might remember that this particular punch will make tags in 1-inch, 2-inch, and 2.5-inch dimensions. So I've chosen the 2.5, and I've already cut them down to 2.5 by 6. Just slide them in using the guidelines, punch, and you've got your tag. So then you can decorate it however you like. As I said, I thought maybe they could do like a top 10 list. This, I just kind of traced a 2 by 3-inch rectangle and made a few little journaling lines. And here on this one, just as another example, 2-inch by 3-inch, traced a little rectangle, and then traced the stars. And then this was also, this little thought bubble is also from the new Everyday Journal template. So they can have fun with a template like this. They might have templates in their craft supplies, things like that. And then they're just going to go through, they can decorate all 4 of their tags, and then there's going to be 8 sides for them to play with and decorate. Okay. In terms of the paper, the designer or decorative paper that I'm adding there, on this side, it's 2.5 inches by 5 inches long. And on the back side, which is a longer piece, it's actually 2.5 by 6 inches long. And I just corner rounded the top there, again, just so that it would kind of echo the shapes that I had here. You don't have to put these little photo mats on. I just really stuck these down so you could see that you could get some of the 2 by 3-inch Sprocket or Canon Ivy photos. This was a little pocket from the Paper Pockets and Embellishments. So there's just lots of fun little spaces there for them to add photos, add some journaling, and really sort of customize it. So I thought that would be a really fun thing for kids to do, using your craft supplies during this time that they are, again, kind of stuck inside, and we're always looking for activities to do with them. All right, so I'll give you a little flip through of the album one more time here, and I hope you get a chance to try this, to play with the different tags and stencils, and to create a fun little tag accordion album. Thanks very much for joining me. We'll see you again on the next Play and Create. Bye-bye for now.